Are you looking for an AI tool that can take your textual-based documents and create really fantastic graphics and illustrations from the text that you can then use in your reports? Well, that's today's Digital Spark, so stay tuned. Hey, it's Philip here, and today I wanted to introduce you to the wonderful tool called Napkin AI. This is a really clever tool, and essentially what it does is you can upload your documents, and it will take those text-based documents and actually turn the text and visualize it into cool graphics illustrations. So the best way to show you is let's jump over to Napkin AI and let's see exactly how you can actually use this wonderful tool. Okay, so you want to come to Napkin.ai, sign up for your free account. And once you sign in, you'll be brought to your napkin creation screen. So you will see create new napkin. And you've got three ways you can do this. You could draft with AI, and this is very much if you're used to using ChatGPT or Gemini, it's just a chat prompt box where you put in what you're looking to do, what is your query, what's your prompt, what you're trying to create, and Napkin will create both the content and turn it into your Napkin template. You can import from a file, so you might have a PDF or a Google Doc or a Word doc. You can upload that into Napkin, and once again, that becomes your Napkin template. Or you can create a blank napkin. Now I'm going to show you this one. This is nice and easy. Here's my blank napkin. I have a piece of text here that I'm just going to bring in. So now my napkin is ready. The first thing that I want to show you is that if you come up to styles, you want to click that. And then what you'll see is all of the built-in styles for the illustrations for the graphics. So what I would suggest to you is make sure that they're all ticked so that you have access to all of the styles from solid colors to multicolors to line art to black and white. Now the first thing here is you'll note that when I'm here beside my headline, it is giving me the option of some icons that maybe I want to put in an icon to really maybe create some visual aspect around the headline. So let's just say, for example, I'll go with this one. If I click on that, I can get the opportunity to either search and make a change. So maybe I want to put in YouTube. And let's just say, for example, okay, that actually is better. So I want to use YouTube. I can change the shape and the thickness of that icon, and I can also change the color. So grand, that's great. But here is where the beauty of Napkin AI comes to fruition. So you'll see that as I came down to this paragraph of text, this lightning symbol appeared. And if I click on that, it will now start to analyze the keywords, what's in this text, to see how best to visually illustrate that. So as you can see, what it has done has started to create an initial design to visualize what's in this text. So already you can start to see the power of Napkin AI. And if you come over here, you can start to, as you just kind of scroll over, you get an idea of the different styles, how they look. Is there a style here that you find that could work really well? Some really good ideas here, that would take you probably a huge amount of time to try and create if you're doing this yourself. So let's just say, for example, I like this particular one. When you click on it, it then will give you various coloring styles based on that particular design you've chosen, from whether you want maybe more kind of line with white space to maybe the solid coloring. So let's just say, for example, I like the solid coloring. You then have kind of your little edit options here within this particular illustration. So if I felt, okay, I'm not really liking this now that I see it in, I can click on and go back and see the styles once again and choose maybe something different. So maybe I would prefer that one. I can also change the aspect ratio from a square to a 16:9 to a 4.5. I can also change the background color. So if, for example, I want the background color to be orange, I can do that. And if I wish, I can also export this particular illustration to bring into another presentation. So if you imagine that you had a very long document of just walls and blocks of text, imagine how more impactful visually it would be if you had your text and then the visual explanation underneath it. I think it's really cool. Now, what you can do also, which is really cool, is you can share it like you would maybe a Google Doc, and you can give permissions so that someone else could maybe have access to this document to make changes or look at the style or put their own spin on it for whatever they feel is better for what they need. You will also see down here that there is some extra tools that you can do. So Spark Search is essentially an icon search. So let's just say, for example, I put in video and click return. Here it gives me some more icons around my keyword. So let's just, I want to choose that particular icon. I could bring that up here if I wanted to add an icon beside my headline. And once again, you can do as you saw before, you can change color and size and thickness. You also have this text box, so I could click on that and put in maybe some notes or extra text if this is for something internal and you wanted to draw people to certain parts of the document. You do have this sketch function where if you wanted to, circle some particular words, you can also click on the image where you can upload another image into this if you wish. But I think you can see the possibilities are endless, especially when it comes to taking long form text and turn it into impactful visuals. Once you now want to export this, you can just come up to share and you can go export document, and you can export as a PDF or a PNG, even a PowerPoint, and then click download. And once again, this tool is free. You get 500 free credits each week. And then once you've used those, they'll be replenished then within a week or so. But I think with 500 credits, you'll have plenty of opportunities to test this out. So I would strongly recommend give it a go and see how you can enhance your content. So I hope you enjoyed that digital spark today. Napkin AI, what a super tool. I think it can really transform those heavy text-based documents and turn them something into that is very much more engaging and visually attractive. So definitely give Napkin AI a try, and I'll be back very soon again with some more digital sparks. And until then, take care.